Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Evelyn, and I'll be facing off against the Jarvan adventure from the Spirit Blossom campaign. I need to beat this adventure with one Spirit Blossom champion, and I think Evelyn is the only one that I have at a level where I have a decent shot at winning. Teemo is also close, but I'm not really comfortable taking Teemo against Braum because of the way Teemo works. So we're doing Evelyn instead, and even though she's only at 4 stars, I figure I'll have a decent enough chance. I am taking Secret Technique because that way when I play a Spirit's Embrace I not only give one of my allies in play 6 health, but I also grant the top ally of my deck +6/+6. And that's relevant because I'm going to be able to cast a lot of Spirit's Embrace because of the Grand General's counter plan. And in order to make sure I can cast them every turn, I'm also taking the Archangel Staff and the Wild Inspiration. So on the rune slot. So hopefully my plan works out. Since my opponent's units are always going to be large, might as well just make sure I use them against them. Enfeebling Strike, Vanguard Lookout, Gem Crafting. Enfeebling Strike is interesting. It can work to make it so the opponent's own units debuff each other, but my game plan involves taking the opponent's units and striking the opponent's nexus with them. So maybe gem crafting is better to buff up allies in hand. Make sure they're nice and large, so when I drop them down I'm safe. Or I can get Vanguard Lookout for this sake of establishing some sort of board presence early. When you play a spell, grant a random ally in hand +1/+1. Is the spell the one that's granting the ally +1/+1, or is it the power? I'm pretty sure it's the power, and it doesn't work with the secret technique, unfortunately. So it's either one of these two. But I don't think Enfeebling Strike is that great, so this one's better. Or I can reroll. Can I do better than this? Honestly, yeah. Let's reroll. In my sights, Survey Core or Dragon's Rage. I guess we're taking Survey Core, even though it's slightly worse than the double Vanguard Lookout, maybe? If I have Evelyn in hand, I can start getting Evelyn's cost reduced with the Vanguard Lookout. Also, forgot to mention the secret technique also works with the Mark of the Isles. That's nice. Let's pass, see what the opponent does. How should I do this? I'm going to give up board presence for the sake of establishing a Evelyn on the next turn. I know this buffs up the Vanguard first blade anyway, but my idea is that yeah, he only plays that right now, so I can very easily jump block the 9 attack unit with my unit. I take the 5, drop down an Evelyn, and start getting the embraces, which is important. I can also go back and engage this turn, and then drop down these third spirits alongside it. I think that's relevant because it gets rid of this thing, which is massive. I was about to say that's not that great, but I can just do this, and now he's forced to either take a bunch of damage or block these third spirits, and I think he has to block there, yep. So I'm in a very good position now, and I only took 5 damage. Sure, the opponent gives everything barrier, but I can steal something with the occult opportunist first. Like this. And then I can... I really need to start playing the Spirit's Embrace. I can go for this.
Ever been flayed?
And then Spirit's Embrace here. It's a temporary solution to dissuade the opponent from attacking, but it's still pretty good.
I'm game for anything.
Let's do what?
I can't get enough.
This? Attack like so. It levels up the Evelyn, but it doesn't really kill the opponent. I suppose I'll do it anyway.
Who happened to you?
Can you stomach this?
He goes and tries to block these third spirits, but it's fine. I can just do this. Ensure that everything the opponent has on board dies.
Mind if I slip into something a little more painful?
I just stun whatever he plays here in order to kill it next turn. And then this is temporary, but it doesn't matter. I can just steal it back with the Beckoning Gaze. So it probably won't be needed because I already have something to block on board. And I can just do this.
Does it hurt?
Really ensure that whatever's on top of my deck is massive, just like this Shadow Swindler. Really, you're attacking? That's extremely interesting. Because it accomplishes nothing. Oh well. Now I can just steal the scout unit.
Keep going, love.
And then I proc the attack twice.
Yes,
Just like this. Actually, let's do it in this order. Maximize the amount of damage and remove one of the opponent's units in the process. Okay, that's a very good first showing for this deck. I think once we get going, the opponent doesn't really have a lot of aggression he can dish out, but it takes a bit to get to that point. Legion of the Severed, Buried in Ice, Unyielding Spirit. Buried in Ice might actually be good enough to pick up. I can play it when I have 6 mana at the earliest. And it has Norris T, which is interesting. I don't think I can really do better either. Let's pick it up. Worst case scenario, I'll just remove it from the deck. And for our support champion, Irelia with double attack, Shivana with Black Cleaver, or Lux for free. Lux's support package is not really ideal, but the fact that we can get Lux down for free is very tempting. Blade Dance as a mechanic is also nice, right? Because I can just strike with the blades, and that in turn creates the embrace, what's it called? Beckoning gaze in hand to steal more units. You've attacked with 14 plus allies. Allies attack, create a blade surge in hand. Sure, let's pick up the Irelia. Might be the best option out of all of those. Enemies have impact 2. Nope. Your spells and skills deal 3 less damage. That's a major nope. Let's just move on. Now here, if we go for this path, the Omen Hawk path, we'll have to face off against the Alpha Wild Claw guaranteed here. Meanwhile, here we have to face off against yet another encounter with Overwhelmers, which is the thing this deck struggles against. But these Overwhelmers, unlike these ones, are significantly smaller. I don't remember exactly what's this encounter, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have Overwhelmers, so this is probably better. Or, I mean, easier for this deck to deal with. If I could get the... what's it called? The Blade Dance 2 mana card down early, we could ramp up to Evelyn very quickly. This is extremely unlucky. Instead, we get 2 Irelias in hand, which means we don't really benefit from our beckoning gaze. I can steal that thing. Have the occult opportunist just chip away at the opponent's attack total. Okay, huge. With Irelia or with Evelyn, now we're safe, or we're relatively safe. I can actually go double Mark of the Isles on the Cythria, and then steal something with the Beckoning Gaze. Am I really struggling that much for health? Maybe. I'm going to do it. Steal this thing with the Beckoning Gaze. Let the opponent have priority. Yeah, he doesn't attack, obviously. I'll lose 2 units. But I'm safe. I'm going to let the opponent play something out first in order to minimize the chances of him having removal for my Evelyn, because I fully intend to do this. Force the opponent to trade with his own unit. Where did he get the speed wraps from? Or did he always have speed wraps? Yep, he always had speed wraps, I didn't realize. Okay, that's manageable, I think. I'll just do this, and then I'll Defiant Dance the opponent's largest unit back to hand. Blade Dance 1. I have a bunch of jump blockers on the board, and just do this. Even if one of my units die and the opponent gets another Dauntless Vanguard, it might be actually better for me than it is for him, because I can steal it and then chip away at the opponent's health total with it. Like this. Do I want to get the Irelia down? Let's get the Irelia down. Just so I can flawless duet. Maybe get another Beckoning Gaze to play this turn. I actually can play the second one this turn, nice. Let's do it here.
Does it hurt?
And then we steal this one. Actually, no, let's steal this one, because it has the highest health total. Then I can pull like so. And the opponent can't do anything.
Another
He might just die here.
Face me. Take my helmet.
see what's beneath while I see what's inside.
Actually, it doesn't die, but it's fine. We have established a lot of
Slow down, will you?
control over the board. Even if you get these units back, they're not really that big of a threat, because I can just chip away at them with the Spirit's Embrace. I can even bury denice them. Do I need to bury denice here? Oh, I'll bury denice here. The opponent has 4 mana. He doesn't really have a lot to play here. Ooh, he's overriding his own units. I guess he knows if he leaves the board completely open, it just perishes.
Harder.
Let's do it like this. I can't steal any more units, so
Ever been flayed?
I'll just
No regret.
do it like so. Maximize the amount of damage I deal here.
We dance to the drums of war, and all our hearts beat as one.
That's cool rally, but it's irrelevant at this point. The opponent's already dead.
It's always over so soon.
We didn't really lose that much health in that encounter, even though it was against overwhelm units. I'd say that's very good for us. What's not good is this reward. I guess Arachnoid Horror is the best card here. Even then it's a bit iffy. I'll take it, it can block Fearsomes, I suppose. Grand Plaza. Add Challenger to unit from your deck. Or I can get Dauntless Vanguards. Pay respects, add Remembrance for the follower Dawn Speakers to your deck. I suppose Third Spirits with a Challenger keyword is decent, because at least that way I can choose what blocks the Third Spirits. Yeah, let's take it. Okay, Swiftwing Flight. The opponent's going to have a lot of Challenger units. That might be a big threat for my Evelyn, so I have to keep that in mind. Let's keep one Shadow Swindler and one Fate Supplicant. Toss the Defiant Dance back to deck because it's extremely expensive. Kind of unlucky that I drew the Buried in Ice immediately. He's probably going to develop a 1 and a 2 here. Yep, I figured the opponent's game plan out pretty much instantly. I think next turn I'll just Fated Supplicant this guy or this guy by exchanging the one of these. Yeah, let's do it. My entire board is going to be killed here, but it's probably fine. We get the Beckoning Gaze for free next turn, and we can drop down an Evelyn 2. Unless the opponent has removal here, I'm not fine. Okay, it doesn't appear to have removal. Great. I'll just do this. Trade that into that, and then pull that one.
Who happened to you?
The opponent doesn't block. Interesting. I suppose he wanted to develop all of these. Now they have barrier 2, that's a bit unfortunate. Double buffing as well.
Be as loud as you like.
I think I definitely need to. I could have. No, I couldn't have gone for the very nice sets. I thought about it for a second, but I couldn't. So I have to back and engage something. Yeah. This one is one of the highest attack ones, so let's take it. Can you stop, opponent? It's getting kind of annoying. I'm taking 1 billion damage here. But at the very least I don't lose the Evelyn. And she levels up actually.
See what's inside.
Now my offensive turns are even better.
That was hot.
Eventually I'll draw a champion or a unit from my deck. And when I do that, the opponent's definitely screwed. I have 5, I can do 3 into 2. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it there. I fully intend to steal a bunch here. We can trade here. I intend to trade here. Let's trade it here. Now he has to block with the Petricite Broadwing, or not. He can just choose death instead, I suppose. He doesn't really have a lot of resources. By this point he is in a pretty bad position, honestly. I'm just going to recall one of his units while I steal the Petricite Broadwing. I'll steal this one.
We're playing by my rules.
Ooh, I got a lot of blockers here. Oh, there is no way the opponent's getting enough damage to kill me. Well, if he'll deal 3 damage off of the elusive, I suppose. Or 2 damage, or 3, yeah. 3 damage off of the elusive. I should have saved the steal for the elusive, but it's alright. Okay, he's going to deal 5 damage off of the elusive. I'll just heal myself in the healer encounter, I suppose. That's a massive fated supplicant. Let's steal this guy here because I want to remove the opponent's units on board while also stealing that thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. That's also an elusive, so I want that. I want that too.
Be as loud as you like.
So let's do it like this. We steal this one, we steal that one, we attack with this, pull here, and now the opponent dies, hopefully. Yep, he does. Okay, we actually ended up taking a lot more damage than I anticipated. I figured the overwhelm encounters would be a bigger problem for us, but it turns out it was the challenger one that dealt the most damage. Now I can choose between a shop or a... Obviously I'm taking the wings and the wave. It's more bodies for jump blocking. Now it's between an epic item for a champion or a shop. Let's go for the shop, I have a lot of money. Shimmering Mirrors, Minimorph, Grander Plaza, definitely Grander Plaza. That was incredibly lucky. What a pickup. Do I need to purchase healing? I'm at 31. Nah. But do I want to cut a card though? Defiantness is definitely one of the weaker cards in the deck. Same thing with Very Nice and the Withering Well. Withering Well is probably among the weakest actually. And then Very Nice. Let's cut the Withering Well. It's especially bad against this upcoming encounter. The extra health might have mattered if I wanted to play slow, but I feel even with 31 health I can afford to take things slowly. Opponent starts off with Braum, I start off with a Green Blade Lookout.
The white elk's bones speak.
I can give my Green Blade Lookout +4 attack. If the opponent doesn't have a buff, this is incredible. Of course he has a buff, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Well, at the very least I develop a Beckoning Gaze.
The elk of bones summons me.
This is fine, right? I'll just stun this one. Should have stunned that one, I guess. Well, I drew the Evelyn, so we're relatively safe. Relatively. Is there anyone I can steal? Nope. No, there isn't. I think I need to get Evelyn down.
I have the tendency to get carried away.
Okay, this is actually
Make me feel.
okay, right? Still one of the opponent's units, hopefully force a trade. Okay, doesn't want to trade. Crap, I'm just going to return 2 units right then and there. I can steal the Scar Mother Vryn at least.
Pledge to Sejuani's service.
We are both companions of the cold.
Ever been flayed?
Maybe I don't need to steal the Scar Mother Vryn. Maybe I'll just steal this one to minimize the amount of damage it deals. And then I can do Arachnoid Horror or a Jump Blocker.
We should be friends. None alone in loss.
Everything else on board is scary.
Another day, another fight.
Well, I can steal something next turn, and I can kill this thing. I need to spend my mana efficiently. Do I go for Irelia? I'll go for the Star Spirits. The lifesteal would have been nice, but I had no other options. Let's steal the Massive Overwhelmer, shall we? But not before first buffing the Evelyn to steal the Braum. We'll steal the Braum. We'll steal here.
I'm game for anything.
We'll do this. We can... I'll do this. I think it's fine.
My, who happened to you?
Okay, that's an interesting block. I guess he didn't really have that
Mind
much
if I slip into
options.
something a little
It was
more
either that or discard
painful?
Mother Vrina. Okay, we can do another steal next turn. Ideally I'd kill Braum here. So I do this. Just for the sake of killing Braum. And then I obliterate that thing by doing this with Tiporo over it. And I'm completely wasting all of these lifesteal units, but it's fine, because we have established board control. And now we have a 12-13 Wings and Wave. Summon 2 different random champions from your hand and deck, roll them their stats to 10-10. That's not scary, right? He only summons a Braum from that. And while it's a 10-10 Braum, it could be significantly scarier.
Have you met my shield?
Let's just trade that in. Can actually make it so this thing dies, right? By doing this twice.
Ever been flayed?
No, never mind. This only results in 1 damage taken. I miscalculated. It's fine, I'll steal it next turn. And then my Evelyn steals the Braum. And the opponent dies.
That was hot.
Just
Love it
like
when they
this.
scream.
I can't steal anything else, unfortunately. So this will have to do. That's actually enough to keep the opponent alive. The Braum doesn't die here. I guess I can just Irelia to obliterate this thing.
I dance not to forget, but to remember.
She's almost leveled up. That's pretty cool. Wait, I misordered that.
Be as loud as
Let's
you
just do
want.
that there. Let's pass. The opponent has nothing in hand, so there's no way he has a way to close out the game here. Ooh, pick an ally to attack alongside the blades, then blade dance 3, create an ally in your deck. Let's let the elusive attack alongside blades.
Bring the fight to them. With me. Today
And now,
is the
depending
day
on
we
how he
reclaim
blocks here,
our homeland.
I can just kill it with kill him with Irelia. Yep. Perfect. Actually, Irelia's level up became relevant. It was definitely not one of the things that I was expecting.
Our ancestors are safe once more.
Now I'm kind of glad I picked up Irelia. At first I thought she would be just here for the ride. She wouldn't really do much of anything, but she's actually putting in some work. Farsight alteration or hearty rations? Let's go hearty rations, Evelyn. This way she regenerates at the end of the turn, so I can use her to block more often. Stacked against them. Yeah, that's definitely good enough. We can get Evelyn down earlier. Allies are ephemeral. Level 2 champions. I'm going to reroll one Syria, and if I don't like the legendary power, I'm skipping. The foe summons a 20/20 Sinister Poro. Your first spell each round costs 10 less. How bad is the 2020 Sinister Poro, realistically? It's not that bad, right? Let's just take it. And then we go for the Unscarred River, because I like the reward that she provides more. Now, unless the opponent summons an Overwhelm unit, I think I'm fine. In fact, I'm going to keep the Evelyn, toss both the Reales back. This is a very good hand. Oh, that's... 2020 is a little bit of a lie. It's actually a 30-35. It's okay. We'll manage. Opponent doesn't block that. That's huge. I'm actually going to attack like this in order to further reduce the cost of the Beckoning Gaze. And then I'm going to hold this spell manage just in case I need it. I have a bunch of mana here. I can do Evelyn.
I'm always ready to play.
Mark of the Isles to get something to block there. Jump block this here and then block there. Perfect. Now I have a 0 cost Beckoning Gaze. I kind of want to steal the Poro next turn instead of this turn, so I'm going to hold off on the Beckoning Gaze. Now let's start buffing up the Evelyn. We'll do it there. That's fine. We'll steal that one, we'll steal this here. I'm actually going to go for the Aurelia as well, because I want to double up on the Poro. So now I do this. I can challenge this thing, and then challenge this thing with Evelyn. And yeah, that's going to be a massive attack. Yep, the opponent has to deal with 2 Sinister Poros that are incredibly huge. And he can't deal with them, so he dies. What? I thought for sure I said the opponent was going to take 47. Did I miscount the amount of damage the opponent would take? Maybe. Let's Blade Dance one. No, there's no need. I'll just kill this ally that I stole from the opponent. And I suppose I'll do this, keep increasing the amount of health on the Evelyn. Sure, that thing has a massive attack stat, but without Overwhelm or Challenger, it's not like he can actually put that to work. In fact, if you don't mind, opponent, I'm just going to steal that for me. I think I can get more use out of that than you can. Let's do that there. Set that up so that I can steal it with Evelyn next turn. We'll do this, pull here, and the opponent dies.
Who happened to you?
Don't let my size fool you.
Ah, he's actually going to block. Didn't expect that. Thought this would be one of those situations where the opponent just accepts death.
Painful.
Turns out it wasn't.
It's always over so soon. And I didn't even lose any points of health there. That's incredibly lucky.
All of these are terrible. Defiant Dance with Sapphire Crystal. You know what? Now that our first spell each turn is free, that might actually be worth it. So now we can go for the first turn and Defiant Dance. -3 cost. That's not relevant. Incubation, Power Reef, Spirit's Embrace. You know what? 3 Spirit's Embrace sound great. And all of these are pretty bad. Each round, the first time the foe summons a unit, frostbite it. Sure, it slows the game down. Champion item chest or shop? Let's go for the shop. We still have enough cash to purchase something good. Very nice. I'm going to keep the Defiant Dance now that it's free on the first turn. There's no reason not to. Unfortunately, I drew the very nice, so I couldn't proc the portal. But it's fine. Let's develop an Irelia.
I must become the leader they need.
Soldiers, to me!
I'm kind of tempted to develop a Defiant Dance for the ramp, but I think this is overall better. Yeah, I was correct in doing that, because now I can Blade Dance that thing down. And I can do the Flawless Duet. That thing's going to be free next turn. I have a very big board, or relatively big board. So we're safe from an opponent's attack next turn. We can go for the Evelyn, we can go for Beckoning Gaze. We have a lot of options here. All of them result in me taking no damage this turn. You know what, let's very nice this. Fills up my board, but this thing was going to die anyway, so it was fine. And now I can go for a slow speed Flawless Duet, even though it wastes a little bit our power. Just so for the sake of giving priority to the opponent. So I can let him play stuff so I can steal them with my Evelyn.
Be as loud as you like.
I'm actually here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I want that to die, so let's steal it like this. And then do this. Maximize the amount of damage.
Ooh, another plaything.
He actually didn't die. That's a bit unfortunate. Let's override the opponent's unit so he doesn't get it back. Your turn, opponent. That's frightening. Both of those are frightening, in fact. Turns out, resummoning a unit that's already buffed results in it getting buffed even further. I can Defiant Dance this. Bounce it back to the hand. But it still leaves the Irelia in a position where she is vulnerable to that thing. That's scary. Please don't kill my Evelyn, opponent. He's going to kill my Evelyn, probably. Just pull it with the Vanguard Sergeant. Ooh, that's extremely unlucky of the opponent. He drew both Pesky Spectres. Let's block here, block here, block here. Unfortunately for Irelia, I value Evelyn a lot more, so we're doing this.
Don't be shy.
And since Iral is going to die anyway, might as well just ensure the opponent's unit dies as well. Now next turn I just steal both of the opponent's units. Ooh, I have an Irelia. Do I need to play it? I'll play it.
Every blade, every beat
Next
in
turn
its
I'll
place.
just steal both of the opponent's units and close out the game. We'll steal. First we'll deal damage. Then we steal this one. And then we attack like so, and the opponent loses.
My, who happened to you? See what's beneath while I see what's inside.
I'm starting to think that Evelyn's level up is not really that important for this deck. I mean, the 4 impact is nice, but I'm closing out a lot of games before Evelyn even gets leveled up. So maybe it isn't necessary. I'm doing the correct decision to not exactly worry about it. All of these are pretty terrible. I guess the Ribbon Dancer is already in my decks, so it's better. Reunited allies have +1/+0. I'm going to take it. Makes it so our 1/1 Poros become 2/1s. That's a bit better. Now for the card cut. Very nice became significantly better now that our first spell each turn is 0. So I guess now the weakest link is definitely the Arachnoid Horror, because it's just a vanilla with 2 keywords. Not exactly vanilla, it's a slightly overstated unit with 2 keywords and summons something on death. That's not really something we need. We already have our board filled up with a lot of stuff anyway. I'd rather have the consistency to hit my other better cards than have it in the deck. Do I keep the Spirit's Embrace? I'm going to keep 1 Spirit's Embrace and 1 Very Nice. And I suppose the Fated Supplicant is decent as well to steal the Jarvan's the third. Let's go Ribbon Dancer first turn. Start ramping up my units.
I'm actually here.
That's not really that frightening. Let's pass.
New recruit reporting in.
Okay, perfect. The opponent filled up his entire board. I wanted him to do that just so I could very denice him. Now he has 4 slots on board blocked. And he can't go for an attack right away next turn. He has to summon something first. Okay, that's huge. Now he can summon Jarvan.
It's not my first time.
That thing's scary. What if I stole it? I'm going to steal. Oh, misclick. It's fine, it doesn't have Challenger, so I can just trade in his own unit into it.
Be as loud as you like.
And then next turn I have a lot of stuff to steal with the Beckoning Gaze anyway. Okay, so what's the largest? Definitely this thing. I'm actually going to do this.
Ever been flayed?
Try to get the maximum amount of value out of my units. We'll do this, attack here. We'll attack with both of these, and this one I suppose too.
Another play date.
Get another Beckoning Gaze. I could have gone for the Star Spirits actually. That's not really that great for me. I suppose I'll drop down the ephemeral or the fleeting Evelyn. And he's going to get both of these back. That's not really that good for me. Now he has a very scary board. And I don't really have a lot of cards in hand. Well, at least the Ribbon Dancer is large.
You're all tied up.
And the Jarvan comes in with nothing for an attack. The most worrisome part is definitely the fact that the opponent's units have double attack.
Does it hurt?
Demacia
I'll
will be
do
whole
this
once more.
here and here. And I have to take the 30, right?
Hi there.
Do I sacrifice the Evelyn? Nah. I need her around in order to win. So let's do this. Drop down the Star Spirits. We'll pass the turn. The next turn I can steal Jarvan. I can steal... what else can I steal? I can steal the...
Make me feel.
that thing. I can steal this thing as well. I'll steal that thing. In order to attack like this. Let's trade that in. Actually, no, let's trade that in.
That's my cue.
My.
And then we trade in the Ribbon Dancer as well.
Whoa! Hey!
I took a bunch of damage, but I think I've established control over the board.
No regrets.
Fight on! For Demacia!
Unfortunately, I accidentally leveled up Jarvan for the opponent.
I will fight
Actually, no, I leveled up Jarvan for me. I have a leveled up Jarvan, not the opponent. Good to know.
Showtime.
You face a prince. Discipline and steel.
Courage and valor.
I need to kill this Jarvan because it's leveled up and it's stolen. So I guess we're doing this and stealing that thing instead.
Scream for me.
Even though the opponent gets it back at the next turn. I definitely need to use Evelyn's thing here in order to make it so the opponent doesn't have double attack on the Jarvan. At least this way the Evelyn has a chance to survive.
We fight till we're ragged. Then we fight again.
The only situation where this plays bad is if the opponent has another
Remember our ancestors and fight
Cataclysm.
for those who came before us. Stand behind me. They won't hurt you.
But even then I'm already in a very good position. So it's a bit iffy if the opponent is actually capable of closing out the game without me having an Evelyn on board. Sure, he can kill the Evelyn now. But I can release the Evelyn I have inside of that thing actually. So even if he kills an Evelyn, I'll have an Evelyn on board. Perfect. Everything's fine actually. Oh, that was actually pretty close for a last fight. Fortunately it's over now. Can just do this. Steal that thing. Steal that there. Sure, let's give that thing more attack and ephemeral. I want to close out the game here anyway. Ooh, I even get lifesteal on the Sergeant Vanguard. Or Vanguard Sergeant in order to heal myself a little bit. Ooh.
Our ancestors are safe once more.
That was pretty cool. I really like Evelyn's gameplay, or Spirit Blossom's Evelyn's gameplay of stealing the opponent's stuff. It's a bit awkward when you have a full board though. But it was a good run nonetheless. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.